touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be. And also, I know it's early, but it puts the pressure on the opposition right away.
The Colts setting up for the kickoff. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
Well, I guess the best thing I can say about last week for this quarterback is that they won the football game, but wow, did he struggle and throw the football poorly.
They bring in the extra tight end. First down at the 20. Robinson's handing the football. Tackled down at the 22. Here's a look at the Jaguars offense. Last week they posted big numbers on the ground, eclipsing the 200-yard mark. The Jaguars from the 22. Slashes to the left side. Here's how the Colts defense stacks up. This is a hungry bunch that loves to get after the quarterback, loves to post numbers when it comes to sacks and quarterback hurries.
Get ready.
The Jaguars snap it at the 26. There's a flag out.
Over forward pass. Offense.
The defense accepts the penalty. And so now they'll call on anger to punt the football. Looking to make a difference. Has 12 on this play. The Colts offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right play.
He's brought down at the 23-yard line.
The Colts offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
The Colts line up, split backfield. Looking across the middle. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete. Here's the Jaguars defense. How many extra possessions can they get today for their team as they specialize in taking the football away? Luck's lined up. No extra blockers for this snap. The Colts take it from the 23. Colts are in for the score. That touchdown has them sitting pretty as the first quarter winds to a close.
Wow, you know, something sitting pretty, something that I've never done. But, you know, I do the best I can. That's all I can do, Jim. But, hey, the offense, the team, they're so sharp. What a job by them so far. They got a nice lead here.
And the point after is good. The Jags are ready to return the kick. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. The Jaguars didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but that was pretty easy.
Robinson's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. They'll mark the football, at the 22. The Jaguars still driving as the second quarter gets underway. The Jaguars have a third down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on third down. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. That is how you draw it up, isn't it, Phil?
Oh, man, a quarterback loves guys that can make catches like this, and they're just so strong. They know how to zero in. They never lose concentration, and you never see them drop a pass.
The Jaguars from the 32. And it's caught by Alan Hearns. And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
The Jaguars run the risk right now of having to abandon the running game. Robinson's going to get more touches, and you know he has to learn how to find some openings to get his team back in this one.
You know, I agree with that, Jim, but also I think you got to start to think about changing the play calling. Get this defense off balance, then go back to the run and see if you can catch them off guard.
They're going to get him here for a sack. Playing press coverage to the outside. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Let's go. Fred, 38.
Drop back, shotgun formation. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. That's his first reception today. Can you believe the plays this guy can make in the open field once he gets his hands on the football?
Yeah, I can believe it. I really can, because you know why? I see it all the time. I see it when I watch him on TV. I see it when I watch films. And how about today? I get to watch it in person. It's awesome to watch. Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Loss of a couple that time. That's a false start.
False start. Offense.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Right back to him one more time. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
Third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just gravy.
The Jaguars line up in the pistol offense. The Colts with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Third down and 12. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete.
The Jaguars don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. The Colts have impressed today with some of these deep passes. Luck's been dropping back and airing it out.
He's had the time to air that football out, and what we are seeing, the speed of this offense. And speed, what does it do? It can get down the field behind the defense, and they are making big plays.
Lutz all by himself in the backfield for this snap. From the shotgun. He'll throw it over the middle. Catch made. He's in the clear. The 10. taking it all the way home for the touchdown. They continue to add to their lead, Phil, late in the second quarter, and so far there's been no looking back.
Yeah, it's all working on the offensive side, and listen, don't take this for granted. Stay aggressive. Keep throwing that gas on the fire, pedal to the metal, whatever cliche you want to use it and keep the pressure on.
The Colts getting set for the point after. Inside of the uprights. The Jaguars will now be in an even deeper hole here as they get ready to return the kick. Scores 21-0. Robinson's got it. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. Robinson's been way less of a factor in the passing game today than we're accustomed to. Maybe this is the drive that he gets things started.
Yeah, you're right, Jim. I think everybody's hoping for that he'll pick up his play and just help everybody on the offensive side. Not doing a good job. He just hasn't been crisp running his routes, and when you're not crisp running your routes, hard to get open. Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Loss of 2 on that play.
Get ready. 188.
Second down and 12. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
We're back, and we're coming out of the 2-minute warning in the first half.
Let's go.
The Jaguars from the 22 takes it out of the eye. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
The Jaguars trying to catch the defense by surprise here on 3rd and long. They go with the run, and sometimes those runs on 3rd and long work, and you can pick up a first down. But that time the defense was ready. They tried it, and it didn't work.
We'll see what he can do here. Finds a little seam. Gains 18.
The Colts know there's 3 parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
The Colts are going to head to the break with a pretty comfortable lead here, Phil.
Yeah, it's really been good offensive play. I love the way the offensive line is playing together, not making any mistakes, and giving the quarterback and everybody else a chance to have good success.
That's his first reception today. First down at the 46. Andrew Luck, look at that arm strength. It's Rhodes who makes the interception. He's brought to a halt. Not much has gone right for this team, Phil, but the interception might just be the spark that the offense can feed off of before halftime.
Yeah, if you want a spark on the offensive side, you got to get the offensive line to play better. When they play better, it helps all the skilled people. That's what needs to happen right now.
Has his target. The Jaguars are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Now 1st and 10. Throws the pass. Allen Robinson has the reception. And in for the touchdown.
I give all the credit to the wide receiver here. What a route. Fooled the defender. He is wide open. Nice throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
The point after try is in the books. The Colts return team is getting set. They may opt to not do anything too crazy here before the half after just giving up a score and seeing their lead shrink. The score's 21-7. And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Jaguars defense buckled down the last time and got the takeaway on the interception.
Yeah, give the players some credit, but also give the coaching staff a lot of credit. They were calling aggressive defenses, and when you keep being aggressive on the defensive side, sooner or later you're going to get that turnover.
And it's batted down.
When you're going against a good quarterback and receiver in the NFL now, one of the ways to stop it is tight man-to-man coverage. You against him.
2nd down and 10. And they deck the quarterback. The Jaguars, 1 timeout remaining. The Colts facing 3rd down. A week ago, they were not up to the challenge. The Jaguars defense now is going to go nickel.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Climbs the ladder, and he has it. The Colts will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on 1st down. This play set up by the long gainer. Luck out of the gun. Looking across the middle. That's Stanford to Stanford. Luck to Fleener. The Colts will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on 1st down. Following that timeout, offense back out on the field. This will be the last play before halftime. The Colts snap it at the 36. He'll throw it over the middle. Joyner's in on the tackle. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley is ready to take things over back in our studios. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Colts defense heads onto the field here to start the 2nd half, looking for another stop and once again to get the ball back to their offense as they're leading in this one here early 3rd, Phil.
I like what they did in the first half. The defense goes in there at halftime. They get a little rest, so come out here and show that energy and take advantage of the situation and make some plays. Robinson's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
2nd and 6 coming up. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. The Jaguars take it from the 23. They knocked him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Every quarterback hates a situation like this. You're down the football game and you got 3rd and long, but you must be thinking, don't turn it over. So don't force the situation by trying to throw one in there in tight coverage. If they're not open, throw it short.
Loss of 3 on the play. And he's going to be sacked. So just 3 plays and out for the offense.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
This punt will be returned. And a run back of about 3. The Colts take the field here in the 2nd half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do? It's halftime is over. You come out here. You're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
He's going to be swallowed up behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on 1st down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The Jaguars defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Moncrief's going to pull in the bullet pass. Rhodes is going to make the tackle.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the 2nd half. Nice play that time. You pick up the 1st down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
Luck's now completed 4 in a row. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Hilton, touchdown, Colts. Hilton's 10th touchdown catch this season. And with that score, they've now got a nice buffer to work with over the last quarter and a half.
They've been really efficient here today. And just another example on that touchdown drive, executing to perfection. And they've got a nice lead here. Let's see if they can hang on.
Luck's going to look on now from the sidelines. That last drive, he contributed more than 50 yards in the air. They'll take it at the 20. The Jaguars at this point are just trying to stop the bleeding as they come out for this drive, Phil.
Whoa, I don't know if there's enough Band-Aids to stop all this bleeding. But look, you're looking for a moral victory, so the game is not over. Try to get some good here late to make you feel better and get ready for the next game.
Robinson's got it on the handle. Jackson's there to make the tackle.
You got to be big, strong. You got to be tough. And we saw all those qualities that time in that run. Look at the broken tackles.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second.
Well, let's go. 188. What?
Robinson's going to secure the handoff.
The Jaguars running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Loss of a couple that time. They'll go shotgun here. Very nearly intercepted.
It's a good job that time by the defense on third down. Find a way to get off the field. The defender found the way, knocked that pass down.
He'll have a chance for a return. He's taken down at the 42. And a run back of about 9. The Colts could have asked for this third quarter to have gone any better for them than it has so far, as they've just continued to do what they were doing in the first half, up and down the field.
Oh, man, they kept the pedal to the metal, man. They are letting it go. They're being aggressive, and they're trying to end this game right here.
First down at the 42. Makes the catch. And they bring him down at the 33-yard line. The Colts have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Luck's had a huge performance in this one.
When you talk about creating opportunities, that's where you have to give credit to the coaching staff. They have helped the players. The play designs have been good, and the players are taking advantage of it.
The Colts take it from the 33. Makes the reception. That's his 5th catch of the day. Here's a quarterback who is one of the best, and he's showing that again today, Phil.
Yeah, he is, Jim. You know, during the offseason, he worked so hard on his football game, learning to make better decisions, but he really works hard on throwing the football, and that's why he's one of the more consistent quarterbacks in the NFL. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's his 50th career touchdown run. We're getting late in this game, late third, and it's getting uglier by the moment, partner.
Yep, it's turned into that. I think it turned into an ugly game quite a while ago, Jim, and it's been dominating. They're just doing it in so many ways, and the opponents, they just have no answers.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Colts have gotten a huge lift from their defense all game long here, and now well into the second half as well.
It always starts with defensive line play, just like an offensive line. When the defensive line plays well, that helps the linebackers and all the defensive backs.
And it's caught by Justin Blackmon.
The Jaguars have been awesome today on first down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football. It picks up solid yards. Second and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
The Colts come out in a dime package. The Jaguars have it at the 29. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Colts defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
It'll be 3rd down.
Get ready. Fred, 38. Fred, 38.
From the gun. To the sideline and complete. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
After a short delay, now they'll run it.
Robinson's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down. We're heading to the 4th quarter in what has been a completely one-sided affair. I'd ask if a comeback is possible, but when it's this margin, Phil, I'm a realist.
You are a realist, Jim, and you know when you're behind, like you are a lot of times when we play golf, by the 14th or 15th hole, you know it's over. But we finish it out, and you know what? Same here in this football game. They got to go ahead and finish this game out. Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. All you can do, just keep picking up those 1st downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
1st down at the 44. Throws the pass. Robinson's tackled down after a gain of 7.
That's a good job by the quarterback. He read the defense, nothing open deep, so he throws it short, and it puts him in great position for a 2nd down play call.
Get ready. Fred, 38. Fred, 38.
It's 2nd down and 3. Has it right on the sideline, inbound. Robinson seemingly caught everything thrown his way today, Phil.
He has caught everything thrown his way, Jim. Listen, this guy has some of the best hands in the NFL.
1st down here after the completion. Coming to the line at the 25. The Jaguars with an empty backfield. Look here.
Well, the defensive line noticed something. They're all shifting to the left.
From the gun. This play will hold up. He's inbounds.
When you talk about throwing the football into open space, that's almost always against zone defenses. That's what we saw that time. Good job by the quarterback throwing it in there.
3rd and 10. Wide to the left. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The Colts all season long have won the turnover battle, and today it's more of the same.
When you look at turnovers, it really, to me, comes down to one thing. That means you have a lot of speed on the defensive side. You can hit them before they are ready, and that's what they're doing here today.
And he converts here on the field goal try. The score looks a little bit more respectable thanks to the kick, but they needed touchdowns right now, Phil, midway through the 4th quarter.
Well, the game is really over, so you're looking for respectability, and, you know, situations sometimes you just can't overcome them, and I think they did the right thing, Jim, in kicking that field goal.
The Colts offense looks unstoppable. Touchdown drives the last 2 times they've had it. And here they go again, Phil.
Yeah, they've been very good, Jim. They're taking advantage of situations and scoring touchdowns, and we know that's what you must do. If you don't get these touchdowns, what happens later in the game, it always comes back to bite you.
That's another reception. Give him 2.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
1st and 10. By T.Y. Hilton.
The Jaguars have speed on the defensive side, no doubt about it. And when they're backed up, they don't have to worry about players going by them because they're in the red zone. They become even faster. Way to get to the football on that throw and catch. And they stop the play for a short gain.
And gains maybe 4.
We know what they're going to do. They're not going to try to run the score up here, but they're also going to protect themselves, so they're going to run the play and try to block you. It's up to the defense to stop it.
Luck, handoff. Kendricks there to take him down.
Well, when you get down here this close, you got to be tough, big, and strong to get into the end zone. That time, he falls a couple inches short.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Runs it across for the score. Touchdown.
Ah, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there and it's first and goal. If you score, now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to third down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff.
He's got a chance to return this one. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. And what a performance it's been for that defense. It seems as though they've been one step quicker than their opponents in just about all phases of the game today.
They were all over. What they did, they just went out there and engulfed that offense. There's nothing the offense can do today. The defense was better. In fact, they were absolutely terrific.
Looking long, but it's incomplete.
That time, Jim, the timing is perfect. It knocks the ball free. And look, in the NFL, defensive backs, they got to be perfect. Otherwise, that flag is coming out. That hit is so well timed that there's no penalty, and it knocks the football away.
The Jaguars take it from the 28. Allen Robinson with the catch. And now we reach the 2-minute warning. Welcome back. Coming out of the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. Quarters formation here for the defense. Dropping back now into the shotgun. And so now they'll call on Anger to punt the football. He's going to try and return this punt. Excellent coverage on the punt. And now the offense, I'm sure they were expecting to be starting at a better point than this. Now they are going to have to do a little more work. The Colts coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation. Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
Luck's alone in the backfield.
2nd and 10.
Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
I'll say this, if you're in a situation like this, 3rd long, and you're winning here, if you throw the football, fire the coach. And I'm just saying that because I don't think there's any chance they're going to throw the football in this situation.
Down the field, can't find a mark, and this is going to bring up 4th down. Short series this time for the offense. Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play. It's an empty backfield for Luck this time. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun.
Secures it with 2 hands.
He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Out of the shotgun. Complete over to Dante Moncrief. That's reception number 2 for him. The Colts have been very good throwing the football today. Luck's been efficient. He's been finding his targets, and he's getting it done.
He is showing why he's one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. When you take his talent and you put along with it great decisions, you get something special on the field.
3rd down on the way. Andrew Luck will be taking this one from the gun. of the gun. Luck throwing it long. And a flag comes out.
Pass interference. Defense.
Now inside the 30 at the 29.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play.
Luck's got it in the gun.
Reaches up to make the catch.
This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running.
Luck's completion percentage 70% on the day.
Touchdown, Indianapolis Colts.
That's his 19th touchdown catch this season. Only Jerry Rice and Randy Moss ever scored more in a single year, and that's keeping pretty darn good company.
The Jags are ready to return the kick.
Fields the football at the 3. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
And there's Davis getting ready for this next possession. And it's been a defensive showcase game for this unit. And now they're just cruising to the finish line in full control.
The coaches are going to be so excited about this game because the defensive players executed the game plan to perfection. That was the difference. That's why they won.
And that gains a few. So they keep the winning streak alive with a win here today.
Not a surprise, this winning streak. It's happened because the quarterback's playing well. They're playing terrific defense. Everything is working right. They are going to be tough to beat.
For Bill Sims and all the crew, Jim Nance saying so long.